Two teams who come in with identical records on the season. It's the Panthers going up against the Jets. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Jets. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Here's Newton now on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, David Harris. And the return will stop right around the 25. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
When Shaq Thompson declared for the draft, I said he should be a running back in the NFL. He said no way, he'd rather hit people as a linebacker.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
20.
They'll try and sneak it here. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down, and they convert another one right here to move the chains.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now this time he'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a hunting down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
It's a loss. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never...
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins and one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line, lower than the defensive front.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as... It's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And following the interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now Gordon on first down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Throw complete right side to Cooks. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Newton to his fullback, Tolbert. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the defense for New York.
Eric Armstead was a big-time high school basketball player turned into college football All-American. Now they're counting on him in the NFL to fulfill his promise.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run again here with Artis Payne. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try the air now with Newton. He's got time. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Eric Armstead able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
20.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is pick up the first down.
20.
To throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They'll drop to throw. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A very solid gain of 27. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you've got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because they
midfield for the first down to the 46. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him. So
to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And he connects with EbaLLn. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. Muscles him off. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Now they'll run with Tolbert, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On third and short. Tolbert. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Easy.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Newton's got it, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw here. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver...
The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And Fult's kick is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. And that three-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the second quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And taking it across mid. Hey, Charles, you give me water? Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now out come the Jets. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shane Ray in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down.
5 defensive backs. He's got his man on the crossing route. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the Jets set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Wait, 20.
They'll set up to throw, and Anderson's got it. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
He'll look to throw, buying time to his left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
On now is Nick Folk in the field goal unit for the Jets. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They come up in an offset eye. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Newton now to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to cut it back right. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels, defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They run it here with Gordon and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The linebacker, David Harris, on the stop, and they're going to hurry back to the line now. Newton to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They'll come out throwing here. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Shane Ray in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Shift together here from the D-line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much of in this game, a really nice run. Do they decide to come back with it, or was that just a little flash, and maybe they continue to try and throw the ball?
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They come up in an empty set, 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Back to throw here. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunity.
The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And that'll bring up second down. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On second down, here's Newton. Being chased out left. Incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's third down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Escaping the pressure right. And got his man complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He gets it to Cooks. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Now Newton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Newton now to throw. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And he connects with EbaLLn. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Red zone opportunity. Here's Gordon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They come out here in the eye. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys in the cornerback position.
Here's Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now they're going to speed things up here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to throw. Anunwa's got it. Complete. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards. And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call. He's back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. They come out here in the I. Derrick Henry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way. Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL?
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
New York set to take the field. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1. Play. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he can't get a throw away. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he's got a noon one. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final.
Left field, call it. Babe Ruth, ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower, and I'm a... So sue me, who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies, if life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant, trolling on the internet, no respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck, coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck. You can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Coming to your city, sending bass into your earlobes, like your bleached out hairdos. We glowing in the dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. To Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Saw the magicians.